Hey friends, what is up? What is up? What is up? Welcome back to a new episode or review of Baddies, episode 14. Baby, when I tell you, this episode had me just, I almost fell for the gaslight. I almost fell for the gaslight. Trust me. I'm just like, these ladies are a bunch of delusional suckers. And I don't know what else to say about these broads. So let's get right into it. So the episode starts off with Biggie and E.T. still tussling, fighting or tussling over that $800 bag. And security is in the way. They can't really, it's whatever, but she keeps saying, oh, you can't, don't touch my stuff, don't touch my stuff. You can't really afford it. And I mean, judging from the outfits that she had on in this whole season, I don't think she can. But that's a story for another day. So, now Biggie wants to fight, but it took so long for you, to want to work up to get and to want to fight her now. Like now you want to fight her, but she pushed you down on the sofa. I mean, we all seen it. Regardless of what you say, we seen it. She pushed you down. She was getting in your face, cursing you out, calling you all types of names, telling you to shut up, and you just being politicking with her, talking about we don't know each other, we don't know each other, we don't know each other. But I'm like, girl, she acquainted herself with you very well. Why it took so long for you to get to this point to where you want to fight her, to where she started touching your $800 bag and your designer stuff, that you want to fight her? Okay. But Biggie in her confessionals is saying nothing but facts. Natalie and Rollie put a battery in her back, which they did, and she can't afford that $800 items. Even though we see you, Miss E.T. on the gram getting a BBL or getting your tummy done or whatever the case may be, is girl, that's a misappropriation of funds. You should be sued. You should be sued. Misappropriation of funds. Okay. E.T. says that Natalie let the dogs out to Biggie. Calling, I guess she assumes you're calling me a dog, but you're the lap dog, ma'am. When you watch this season back, you're gonna see that you, in fact, are the lap dog. You, not Biggie, it's you. Not so much Natalie, but definitely Rollie's lap dog. Definitely Rollie's lap dog. Biggie said she wasn't going nowhere after she got handed the eviction notice or read the eviction notice. She's like, she's not going nowhere. And I'm just like, girl, I agree. You're not even the EP of this episode, but you're handing out eviction notices. I want you to stop impersonating Natalie. It's imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome. That's you, Biggie. That's you. This whole season. I liked it better when you were quiet, when you were just chilling, taking it all in, and people picked on you, and then you kind of retaliated. But this season, you giving me very much imposter syndrome. You're not the EP. You might want to be, but you're not. So I'm not mad at Biggie for saying that she's not going to do it. Smiley was ready to go because Smiley is a follower. She don't know what to do with herself. I really don't. I really think that something is wrong with Smiley mentally, because I don't understand how she could go through all of this stuff with these girls and then bounce back like nothing happened. She going out with them, going to the parties with them, and literally acting like nothing happened. Nothing happened. She just got into a fight with Mariah Lynn, and you like, I'm going to a party, And I'm just like, girl, what's happening here in your brain? I'm not sure. Rollie throws Biggie's wig in the woods. She said the wig is haunting her, sitting on the floor, I'm assuming, and she needs to put it back where it belongs. It's a raccoon's nest. I'm going to insert said picture of Rollie in the confessionals with a raccoon's nest herself. every wig that she had on this season looked like a raccoon's nest. But yet you said somebody else's wig is haunting you. Your wig is haunting me. Like all of them. They look cheap. They look like you got them out of a bargain basement. Literally, you pulled them out of the trash and plopped it on your head. But you could call somebody else's wig a raccoon's nest. I'm going to insert said picture. You guys tell me. This is not the worst. This is actually a little bit better than the rest. But I'm going to see if I can find some other ones that have her and a raccoon nest literally living in there. Rollie tells T that they keep calling side people, but the guy, talking about the guy who she called, and now, T agrees, but T, I'm gonna need you to use the brain that God gave you, because they just ragtagged you a couple of episodes to the point where you don't even stay in the house and you can't see through the crap. Like, you literally can't see through the muck. So I'm gonna need you to use the brain that God gave you to put two and two together and use your eyes. Like, use your eyes. I don't know what else to tell you, sis. You sound stupid in the confessionals. I mean, you have a point if that was the case, but you should know better. You should know better. And we was caping for you, but now I'm kind of side-eyeing you because, child, girl. So T said that they are all baddies and they're supposed to be a unit or have unity. Stop smoking, T. You know better. I can't even believe you said that. I can't even believe that you said that in the confessionals. Like, I can't believe you said that in the confessionals. I'm just like, girl, really? They showed unity when they jumped you, one after the other in that daggone bowling alley. I guess they ain't hit you in your head hard enough. Sorry. And also, that's not what you're saying online. Like, that unity comment, that's not what you're saying online. Like, you got smoke for all of these girls. You even made a diss rap recently for them. Dissing the crap out of the whole cast. So what are you talking about? We supposed to be unit, or have unity, and we supposed to be baddies, but I don't know, girl. I don't know. Biggie telling T that that the guy who hit E.T. in the head is Biggie's. Rollie's telling E.T. I don't know why I keep getting them too mixed up. Rollie is telling E.T. that the guy who hit. Rollie is telling T. Sorry, Rollie is telling T that the guy who hit E.T. in the head is Biggie's boyfriend. First, y'all said he was the manager, the guy who takes pictures of her, yada, 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 whatever. Now he's the boyfriend. She's saying he's her cousin or her homie. Like, I'm confused. I know normally when you grow up in a Spanish family, you have a Spanish name and an English name, but I am absolutely confused because this guy has 4 names. 4. Manager, boyfriend, cousin, homie. Which one are you, sir? I'm going to need you to come to the front and let us know which one are you. Because if you her boyfriend, child, that's a sight to see. If you her manager, that is also a sight to see. I don't know what's happening here. I'm confused. 4 names. I don't know which one is you. Sir, Papi Chulo, come to the front. Come to the front and let us know what the hell is your title. Manager, boyfriend, cousin, homie, I don't know. So again, I'm gonna need Rollie to stop acting like this is her show. This is not your show, ma'am. This is Natalie Nunn's show, not Roly Poly's show. I don't know. Just stop it. Stop it. So Biggie preaching to somebody like, yo, son, open your eyes, She kept using the N-word and I was kind of annoyed. But open your eyes, blah blah blah, and you can't let these girls do this and you can't let these girls do that. And I'm like, but you're sitting here letting them do all the things that you're telling her not to let them do. The delusion is thick in this house. Like, thick in this house. It's thick. It's thick. It's thick. Child. And you sound silly. You sound silly. Nat says Biggie and Smiley has 24 hours to get out of house number 2, which I find is so ironic when y'all don't even live there. Y'all don't even live there. Y'all not even taking the girls who is not Rollie, who's not Biggie and Smiley, to y'all current house. So, girl, I would take that with a grain of salt. T says her and her baddie friends don't get down like this, and she's grossed out. Girl, we all are. At this point, everybody who's watching baddies is grossed out. Everybody who's watching baddies is grossed out. We all grossed out. We all grossed out. Because it's funny how I've never seen so much projection in my life. Like, I've never seen so much projection in my life. These girls are projecting left and right. Left and right. And nobody's using their big girl eyes. Like, nobody's using their big girl eyes. I don't know how many times I gotta say, if y'all want to borrow my glasses. So Suki and Smiley and Biggie is upstairs talking, and I swear to you, the only thing I get out of Suki's comments and what she be telling them, even when she was downstairs talking to Biggie, is the fact that they need to be fighting. Literally, that's all I get from her comments, because she keeps saying that you gonna defend yourself, you can't defend yourself, you letting these girls do this, you can't do that, you can't go out like that. If it was me, I would be doing this, I would be doing that. And I'm just like, it sounds like all you're doing, or all you're talking about is fighting, or you want them to fight, and you want to see them fight. I don't know. Take up for yourself and da 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 da. This is what she's saying. That's what she's saying. And she says to the girls, is this what you want your legacy to be? I don't think anything on this show is considered to be a legacy. And do you even know what legacy means? Can we look it up in the dictionary? I think I'm going to have to put the definition of legacy somewhere. Or something. Should I look it up? Should I look it up and read it? Oh my goodness, where is my dictionary? Child, because legacy, like you consider anything on this show to be a legacy? Like, I wouldn't even consider this to be a notch on the belt. I would just consider this to be tarnishing my like image, if anything. But okay. Be delusional, more delusional if you want to. Okay, I wouldn't consider anything on here a legacy, but I mean, child, push on. Push on. She says the whole house is against them and no one stood up for them. She says she messed with E.T. because E.T. Be fighting. And I'm just like, you see what I'm saying? That's all she talk about is fighting. But then she said that nobody stood up for them in the house, which is facts. Because all they keep saying in the confessionals, Camilla, Sky, I don't know these girls. 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 But like all the stuff that y'all saying that Smiley said is getting brought back to y'all house, that y'all not even seeing it. And then Bozo Anna Mac gets online and was saying that they was lying anyway. I'm going to play the video for y'all probably at the end. I'm going to wait till the end and play the video. That Anna Mac said that they was making up that whole story about Biggie. And she was like, even if I'm lying, I would continue to lie too. And da-da-da-da-da. Y'all going to see. Wait till the end of this review. I'm going to post a whole video where Anna Mac is on Instagram talking about that, or on TikTok, or one of those platforms, talking about they lied. And if she got caught lying, she would continue to lie. But you could tell that they lying because now he's the boyfriend and not the manager. And Scotty Face gave it away. Scotty Face gave it away. And then Biggie was saying that they was in a huddle. They kept going into like huddle and discussing X, Y, and Z. So they was just making up the story as they go. Yes, we know. We the viewing public are not dumb. I don't know what y'all think but we not. We not. We not. We're not. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. She said Suki tells Smiley and Biggie that if they weren't in a house, the girls in the house would be getting along. But you're gonna eat them words, sis. You're gonna eat them words. You know why you're gonna eat them words? Because even after they not even leave, but when y'all try to come together again, y'all all gonna be fighting and turning against each other. In the next episode, you turning against you yourself. In the next episode is turning against Mariah Lynn, who you helped get her chain back. And this is Natalie's way of putting the battery in y'all back. Because why would you have a dinner and ask them who they want voted out the house? See? She using y'all dummies to bounce against each other, off of each other. And y'all so dumb y'all fell for it. But then Sapphire just gonna follow your lead anyway, Suki, because she don't even have a brain of her own. As you can see from all of these episodes. She don't. I mean, but you're gonna eat them words in a few episodes. You're gonna eat them words. And then Suki proceeds to tell them, which was so weird to me, that she tells them that no one will be kicking her out of the house, even if she was to pew up the whole house. What we gonna do with that information, y'all? What we gonna do with that information? This girl just literally on national TV threatened to pew up the whole house if they was trying to throw her out. What we gonna do with that? Come on, Suki, and you're the mediator? You're the one or the voice of reason? You are the voice of reason? Child, they're gonna get me huffing and puffing again. And it's early in the morning, child. It's early in the morning and y'all gonna get me huffing and puffing. And I'm just like, seriously? She said the people would love them more if they stand up for themselves, not them getting sent home. I don't even know how to take that. Why would the people would love you more if you were authentic and real, not phony and a projector. I really don't understand her reasoning and her logic, and I don't understand why she feels like she is the mediator. Like, why do she have to mediate these conversations? Why are we even having these conversations with her? I already told y'all from the last episode when she was telling Biggie that if ET would have pushed her, she would have did X, Y, and Z, pushing her to fight again. And I'm just like, girl, why are you the spokesperson for the group? Why? I don't know. I'm having a hard time understanding. So they head to Club Dough. And I just want to ask Anna Mac where she get them shoes from. Girl, y'all got to check these shoes out. Because, child, I don't know. And Smiley just prancing around like nothing happened. And I'm just like, girl, are you okay? Are you okay? Do we need to have to check on you and your baby? Because you shouldn't be acting like that. You shouldn't be acting like that. So on that bus, the girls they discussed the evictions, of course, because Natalie brings it up, and that was the funniest part for her. See how that works? She could just throw the rock and hide her hand. Just put it out there and got y'all going. Y'all being very much so manipulated. And I don't know what to tell y'all, sis. I don't know what to tell y'all. Y'all being manipulated. Suki told the girls, they said that Biggie and Smiley said that they're not leaving. And Mariah Lynn said, well, I guess we're going to be fighting every day. Girl, I don't think you built for that. I don't think you built for that. And it shows from the first 3 episodes when you was in the house with her or around her a lot and you still didn't do anything. You didn't do anything until Suki and them came. So you're not going to be fighting every day. You're lying. You're lying. You're lying. I mean, but it makes good for TV because we like to hear it, even though we know you're lying. And we know you're not about that life. And we know you're not built for that. We know. But it makes good for TV. Oh, so keep it going. Keep it going. Mariah Lynn, sure. You're going to fight every day. Sure. I believe you. I believe you. I believe you. On House 2 bus, they discussed the evictions and about what they're gonna do about moving forward. Smiley is weird, yo. Smiley is weird. She just like, oh, I just want this to be over. And she just acting like nothing happened. And I'm just like, girl, they literally jumped you 2 episodes ago and you just playing nice. Mariah Lynn brought her whole family up to the club and you playing nice. You're weird, sis. You're weird. Sky calls both of them liars and saying that they deflecting because she believed that Biggie sent the guy up to hit E.T., but Sky, I need you to take several seats back and analyze the whole story. It just doesn't sound plausible. I mean, but it is what it is. You believe what you want to believe. You're a grown woman. And, but, I mean, she right about them lying. They be lying. Because when Biggie said one thing on the bus, she said that the dude didn't go into the club. And then 2 seconds later, when Camilla questioned her, said, but I seen him in the club. She said, oh, but he did go into the club. So you be lying too. And you was lying last episode. I mean, so I get what they saying. Y'all do be lying. And didn't Smiley be lying too? So, I mean, I get what she saying when she say that y'all be lying. Y'all be lying. But deflecting, not so much. I don't know. And I don't know what's happening. But Sky, just analyze that situation too. And Camilla don't know nothing because they keep bringing her name in it. Girl, I see you. You wanna, I don't know how to call it. You wanna act like one thing, Camilla, and then you be acting like you don't want to be put in nothing. You wanna say some stuff and then you act like you don't want to be put in nothing. And I'm just like, pick a side. You can't do both. You can't try to defend somebody in a commentary, in your confessionals, and say they wrong, but then in real life, you saying one thing. Like, you flip-flopping, Camilla. You flip-flopping. So I don't really know how to call it for you. Like, I don't know if I see it for you properly, because I just don't. You flip-flopping too much for me. Back and forth, back and forth. Even with the tea situation, like, you flip-flopping. So I don't know. So when they get to the club, Biggie is dressed. Everybody commenting on how Biggie dressed. Biggie, on a bus was like, she ready for a fight, whatever the case may be. I'm like, she ready for whatever. And in a confessional, she was like, oh, she ready now, da 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 da. But you kind of so they was waiting for the other bus to get there. They was taking pictures. Biggie runs out and steals on E.T. But it wasn't even, you open-handed her. You tried to grab her hair, but I think I would have tried to grab her hair too and just drag her down on the floor and drag her. I mean, but that's just me and my crazy head. I mean, sorry. So anyway, so like I was saying, but yeah, I would have dragged E.T. for dear life. I would have grabbed her by her hair and dragged her down. But you ain't really do nothing, Biggie. So, I mean, it is what it is. But I do have a few questions. Why wait until you get to the club to want to do this? Why you ain't do it in the house when y'all was in the house already? Before, like, after the bag tug and all of that stuff. Like, why y'all ain't do that in the house? And then her and Rollie were arguing back and forth. Rollie calls her, saying she was, and I'm just like, child, that was the accusations when you was rolling with Tommy that's what you was doing. Allegedly. I mean, but whatever. Whatever. But Rollie got to answer for it. But child, you calling somebody and you saying that they hair look like a raccoon, but you look at your duck feet. Look at your hammer toes fighting for a position to see what is what. Like, they fighting for a position to be seen on BADDies episode East. They want their own. They literally want their own. They want to be a cast member of BADDies East. They want their own spot. They want to be a member. Y'all, this is terrible. And her duck legs. They literally have their own spot on BADDies East. We could do a whole episode of her duck legs at her feet fighting for position. Child, anyway. But the club owner comes out and tells Natalie and the crew that they can't come inside and they can't perform. Natalie feels some kind of way because, you know, because they outside arguing and fighting or whatever, like a whole big fight. Even fans was trying to jump in. And Natalie feels some kind of way. Now she said, Biggie got a problem because she feel like Biggie messed up her money. Okay. So back at the house, Rollie talking about she going to do a photo shoot for BADDies. They're going to do a photo shoot. So I guess I'm assuming that they have a photo shoot planned. And they talking about, oh, they're about to get spruced up for this photo shoot. Rollie talking about she got 100 wigs. Do y'all believe that? Y'all believe that? I think she dumpster diving for those 100 wigs. But that's just me. You dumpster diving for those wigs. Like right behind a beauty supply store. That's where you getting them from. If you do have 100 wigs. I don't know. And if those 100 wigs look anything like the ones you've been wearing on this show, please throw them back in the trash. Put 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 them back in the trash. Girl, just do squats and get them duck legs together. Get them duck legs together and the hammer toes. Work on that. So they're back at the house too, and they telling T what happened at the club. The fact that that Biggie was bugging. Biggie and Smiley outside, and Smiley talking Spanish. I didn't even know she could speak Spanish, but she's speaking Spanish to them. And they bugging out, and she telling her like, yo, I ain't going nowhere. You better figure out what you want to do. And Smiley like, I ain't going nowhere either. And Suki said, she reminded her what she got to do for her kid. And I'm just like, that's what it took. Okay. So Biggie goes in the house, and T, everybody's sitting around the table, and Biggie starts telling T, because T asks what happened, and she starts to tell her what happened with her and E.T. But I swear, Biggie told no lie. Biggie told no lie when she said that Natalie and Rollie is putting the battery in E.T. back, but she didn't do her big one. She looked silly because she didn't really get her good. So I'm going to need you to come harder. Y'all talking all of this mess on the reunion, like what's going to happen at the reunion, what's going to happen at the reunion. I think the reunion already filmed, but I don't know. Y'all let me know. I don't know. Smiley said that Mariah Lynn keep coming for her, but she's trying to leave the situation alone. And I'm just like, you're being weird. After all of this stuff that happened, you're being weird. You should feel some kind of way after what happened to you. But I mean, now you feel some kind of way because the show is over. You doing interviews with everybody. Like, girl, go sit down somewhere. You sound silly. Smiley tells Anna Mac, because Anna Mac said, oh, but you talking about how you going to follow somebody's family, blah, blah, blah. And Smiley said she didn't say that. She didn't say that. She said that's a lie, and they just a lie to keep the beef going. And I'm just like, girl, I don't know. But Anna Mac calls her childish. Suki says what we were all thinking, I should say. She said that Natalie and don't even live in this house, so how they going to put them out? And I'm just like, I agree. I agree. So Natalie's having a pool party at her house. She invited all the girls from house 2. The girls in house 2 talking about they just want to relax and they just want to chill and they just want to just get along and be peaceful. It's Camilla's birthday, so they're trying to turn up for her birthday. But we all know we all know what the outcome of this is going to be when they get invited to the house. It happens every episode, regardless of who house they get invited to. If they get invited to Natalie's house or Natalie and them is coming over to their house, we all know how it's going to turn out. We all know how it's going to turn out because it's been turning out like that for the last 13 episodes. Am I right? We all know how it's going to be. I mean, but wishful thinking. Wishful thinking. So Big is ready. She don't have no bathing suit or nothing, but she said in her confessionals that she wants to talk to them. She wants to talk to them and she wants to talk to Natalie because she ain't going to be doing this, but she ready for whatever, which she should be. And I'm glad she should be because these bozos is on some other stuff. So when they get to the house, they pull up in the house. The girls are all excited. They come in. Everybody else is in the back. They already having a good time. They in the pools and stuff like that. And we see Scarface hiding in the bushes, waiting for Biggie. And yeah, she wants to sneak her back, like how Biggie snuck her. She wants to sneak her back. But it's so funny how these chicks is all like how trifling they are, because they trying to distract the girls when they coming in so that they won't see Smiley hiding in the bushes. Yeah, not Smiley, E.T. smiling in the bushes, hiding in the bushes. They trying to distract them, like making noise and arguing and stuff, so that they won't see, that they won't focus on the surroundings and see E.T. hiding in the bushes. So when E.T., everybody passed, and then she jumps out on Biggie, and then they start tussling or whatever. But they couldn't. I don't know. They throwing stuff at Biggie, and Rollie throwing stuff at Biggie. You hear the security guards telling her not to throw the water guns because she's throwing water balloons and all kind of stuff. They calling her all kind of names and stuff like that. And I'm just like, girl, you are really trying to be seen, Biggie. You really, not Biggie, Rollie, you really trying to be seen. But with toes that look like how you got, girl, I don't think you should ever want to be seen with those toes. Like you really walking around here like it's all about you. And I'm just like, I'm sorry to tell you, ma'am, it's not. It's not. I mean, but you like it, I love it. Natalie is rolling because she letting you do all her dirty work. She let you do all her dirty work. Smiley says she's happy because it's not her. Camila says she's traumatized because every time they come over to this, something is like every time they come over or meet up, something happens. So she traumatized. Natalie says Biggie's gonna have to catch a fade because she messed up their money. I mean, and it kind of goes off with Biggie charging E.T. and it looks like she fell in the bushes. And I'm just like, these girls are so off balance when they fight. It's just ridiculous. If one is not on the floor, the other's not on the floor. DJ Scott, what she was doing with Animat, I'm just like, child, where is the hand-eye coordination? None of y'all have it. 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 But whatever. At this point, I feel like I want my money back from Zeus. Because I feel like I'm getting traumatized every week when I watch this show just to do these videos. I feel like I'm being traumatized. And I want my money back, Zeus. I need my subscription money back. But I'm trying to get my money's worth. But I need my money back. Because these girls are bugging. Like, they straight bugging. So, I don't know. Y'all comment down below and let me know what y'all think. Comment down below and let me know if I should be reviewing this still. Comment down below what other shows y'all want me to review. Because I don't know about this one. I don't know about this one. I tried to pick up some other shows that I could possibly review that's maybe on Zeus or on something else. But them other shows, they be blowing me. So I just can't sit and watch. And it's to the point where every time I review this show or every time I watch this show, I get a headache and I am traumatized. I mean, but I don't know what to tell y'all. See y'all on the next one. Peace.
Excited to see Biggie. He was like, Biggie! It was like he was so excited to see Biggie that he kind of was like, fuck you, E.T. I'm getting my video. And he used her as leverage. Like, he leaned on her to get his video. I don't think it was I feel like he was like literally leaning on that bitch so he could record Biggie. Yeah, E.T. did not get fucked for Biggie. Yeah, E.T. did not get fucking hit. That's another thing. Like, everybody was making their own scenarios. Like, you know why? Because when they played it back, you don't even hear him saying, you know who I am. Like, I'm not even knocking nobody hustle. Like, because once you, like, if you're going to lie, like, you're going to stand on that lie. Nobody wants to look like a liar. No one wants to look like a liar. They're just going to keep on lying. That's me. That's me. Like, when I'm, like, caught up with, I'm not telling him the truth. That was not me. I don't know what girl that is in the video. It couldn't have been me. Because that's not me. I will hold on. So I get E.T. like, she don't want to look like a liar. She wants to hold on to that. But it's just like,